It does include Freeborn County. However, this is just west of Albert Lea, and that storm is not there yet. But here is where the storm is located. And currently, there is a tornado warning in effect. It's a radar-indicated tornado that's out in Martin County and into Blue Earth and Faribault counties. And that tornado warning is in effect now for one more minute. Uncertain as to whether or not they are going to extend that warning any farther beyond that, any later than that. This line continues to progress west to east. We have all hazards on the table tonight. The possibility of large hail, damaging winds, and strong tornadoes. Now, the potential for tornadoes is higher if anything happens to develop ahead of this line. Now, that is something we're keeping a very close eye on. But for now, we have a tornado watch that is in effect until 11 p.m. for every single county you see highlighted here. We are looking at the same threats potential for all of us. Hail, wind, and tornadoes, something we're going to be watching very closely the rest of this evening. Stay tuned.
And thank you for choosing ABC 6 News at 5. I'm Axel Gumbel in for Maisie Olson tonight. We continue our Alert Day weather coverage as severe weather continues to close in on our viewing area. We have team coverage for you this evening with reporters standing by in Albert Lea, Claremont, Rochester, and Austin, who will continue to follow the path of these storms. And we begin tonight with Weather First meteorologist Brandon Marshall, who is in Freeborn County. Brandon, what can you tell us so far?
Hi, Axel. Yeah, we are live. We're doing a live drive here. We're on I-90 West. We are approaching Blue Earth here in Faribault County. We are heading toward a line of thunderstorms. We're about 15 miles away from this line of thunderstorms, and you can see kind of a dark, ominous sky. A lot of moisture in the air, so you can't really make out any of the definition of the clouds. But again, we're about 15 minutes away from this line of thunderstorms. As Randy did mention, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for portions of Faribault, also Martin counties, and Blue Earth County as well. There was a report of a brief confirmed tornado just south of Fairmont around 4:24. Since then, that has lifted, so that warning has now been canceled. But again, we are heading towards this storm system. We're likely going to turn around once we get to Blue Earth and head back east. Obviously, we don't want to get caught in the storm, but you can see this is what is heading our way. So we'll continue to give you more live updates here as we head through the evening. It's Weather First meteorologist Brandon Marshall for ABC 6 News.
Thank you, Brandon, for that update. Let's head northeast now to Claremont in Dodge County. That's where ABC 6 reporter Rachel Mantos is standing by. Rachel, how are things along Highway 14 right now?
Yeah, Axel, as you can see, there's not a whole lot that's going on out here right at the moment. I don't have too much of a use for this rain jacket I'm wearing just yet, but I did have to pull my hair back because the biggest thing that we've been seeing so far this afternoon has been some really strong winds, and we've also been seeing some raindrops that are starting to come down here and there, and that's picking up more and more as the afternoon progresses. Meanwhile, the sky is mostly overcast, and these dark clouds are rolling past pretty quickly. And with all the threats that are possible tonight, you want to have supplies and a safe place to shelter and know that emergency crews will be out in full force to respond as the weather rolls in.
Even though we have extra staff on tonight, we want to make sure that they're not overwhelmed. So if you have a power outage, dispatch isn't the place to call the power company.
It's also a good idea to check on your neighbors and loved ones right now, because keeping people aware of the dangerous weather is the best way to keep everybody safe. Now make sure that you are staying with us throughout the night, because we'll have all the latest weather updates for you. Live in Claremont, Rachel Mantos, ABC 6 News.
Good information, Rachel. Thank you very much. Now let's head just off Interstate 90 now. ABC 6 reporter Alex Kowalski has spent the afternoon in Austin. Alex, what have you seen there right now? Alex? All right, we'll get back to Alex in a little bit. Let's now turn to Chandler Jackson. Chandler, you have been in Olmsted County this afternoon. What kind of conditions have you seen so far?
A lot of these kind of darker clouds start moving in. We've seen some clouds and stuff breaking, some blue sky, but mostly just this darkness so far today. Axel?
Thank you, Chandler. And to stay on top of the ever-changing alert day conditions, be sure to download our free mobile app to have both the forecast and radar at your fingertips 24/7. We'll continue our weather coverage in just a little bit, but in some other news this afternoon, it's been a 30-year-old cold case that continues to haunt Mason City. But today, we are getting a first look at evidence obtained while investigating a suspect in her disappearance. Alexander Schmidt breaks it down after the break.